Move out, Predacons. We've waited a long time for this. Yes. Let us be close enough to enjoy it.
Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
The featured bot in this video is the TransArt BWM-06 Metal T-Rex, a third-party Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron, and I am so excited to get this figure. Now, I still have my original Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron that really I am scared to death to mess with because of GPS. Now, if you don't know what GPS is, gold plastic syndrome. The gold plastic that Hasbro used to make some of their Transformer toys back in the day have become super brittle over time, and this figure right here has been known to just fall apart. So he has been in the same action pose for 20-some years. And I'm so excited to get this guy because Transmetal Megatron is one of my favorite designs, and another favorite thing of mine is graphic t-shirts, just like I got from this video's sponsor, Into the AM. Into the AM offers a wide variety of men's graphic tees, basic tees, joggers, hats, and various other apparel. And what I like about them is their graphic t-shirts. I am a t-shirt guy. I've got a closet full of tees, and I really love unique designs. I hate going out to the store and buying a graphic tee that I know I'm going to see 3 or 4 other people in town wearing. And Into the AM has a great selection of my type of tee, this 80s retro look, along with various others, and I love them. They fit so good. I am a big guy. I am 6'4", 260 pounds, and finding a t-shirt that fits me good is kind of a chore. These fit good on the neck, the arms, the chest, and there's plenty of length, so when I raise my arms, you're not going to see my gut. Plus, I really love the fabric of these t-shirts. They're a nice 60-40 cotton blend that's very breathable, as you can see my face right there, which is really good for these hot summer days. I love these t-shirts. So check out Into the AM and use my product link in the description below to get 10% off your entire purchase. Once again, big shout out and thank you to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. Now, taking a quick look at the packaging here, you've got the Metal T-Rex right there, who I'm just going to call Megatron throughout the rest of this video, and some really nice comic book style art. You got Metal T-Rex right there and some cool reflective font and BWM-06. Top of the box, Metal Jungle Metal T-Rex. Bottom of the box, nothing. But what's really cool, the back of the box shows some wraparound artwork. That is the scene that I showed in the very beginning of this video from Beast Wars Season 2, where Megatron and the Predacons are getting ready to attack the Maximals. Now, I got my Metal T-Rex from ShowZStore.com. I did a pre-order for him. When he became available, he shipped immediately, and he only took 2 weeks to get to me. And man, ShowZ packs their stuff so good. I mean, this guy was sealed and secure, and I opened him up, no problems whatsoever. So big shout out to ShowZStore.com. So now, without further ado, let's get Megatron opened up out of this packaging and check him out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Now, once you get Megatron all opened up and out of the packaging, you'll see that he does come with quite a few accessories. Now, we're going to start off with this little card right here. This is the instructions, all done in Chinese, I guess, but you do have QR codes that you can scan for English instructions. He also comes with this little card that seems to be, let me get it out of the packaging here. That is a really nice cardboard. So it's got these box art picture right here with his stats on the back. He's a little slow. He also comes with a giant blast effect that actually has 2 functions, and I'll go over that later on. He has two different tails. This tail is his weapon for robot mode, and then this tail here is for his dinosaur mode. He also comes with two extra faces. He has a angry face and a smiling face with that goofy Beast Wars really pointy lip smile. He also has 4 finger blasters, and yes, I know what I just said. That I'll go over later on. A golden disc projector, and what really cracks me up, he comes with 2 cloth gloves. So I don't know if these are for winter or what. Let's see. They don't fit my meat hooks very well. And then, of course, we've got Megatron himself. Now, when I first opened up Megatron out of his box, I was absolutely blown away by the sheer size of this guy. He is huge, standing almost at 11 inches tall. Just a massive, hefty figure. Now, taking a closer look at him, the details on this guy are amazing, and the collar absolutely pops. The gold, the black, the purple just works, and he looks spot on to how he looked like in the Beast Wars cartoon. Now, taking a closer look at the face, love the face. But this is what leads into the different faces that he comes with. As much as I like this face, I am more partial to his angry face right here. And how you remove the face is, the first thing you do is just remove the entire front of the head, and then you're going to press the face, and it'll actually push free from the helmet. And I swear I poke myself with those little sharp things every time. So then what you're going to do is, the extra face has a hole right there in the forehead. Just match that up to the peg inside the helmet here. Get that lined up. And there we go. And then you just pop the face back on, and that one looks so much better. That is just so much more Megatron to me. And a really cool feature with the face, as I said earlier, the blast effect has a couple of different functions. And the main function it has is it's got this little middle tip right here. Touch the top of the head, and his eyes light up. How cool is that? There's a couple little functions here. You've got solid light, blinky light, and off. And I like how the light, it just looks so cartoon accurate, especially the way my ring light is reflecting. You can see the different colors inside the light, and that is just so cool. So let me go ahead and get that turned off. It takes me a while to find the sweet spot. So yeah, really nice function, and love the paint applications on the helmet. You got the little red sections right there. It just looks so good. And if you focus in on the teeth, he does have the lines, so it looks like individual teeth. Great looking sculpted detail here for the chest. These little eyes right here, or whatever they are, look like they light up, but they do not, but still looks really good. Lots of textured detail all over. I mean, this guy is awesome. And as Optimus Primal said in the show, die-cast metal, it's a lost art. Not on this guy. Megatron has die-cast shins and die-cast feet. So that really adds to the heft of the figure and helps him stand up. Now let's go into articulation. You saw a little bit with the head. You can do a complete 360 if you wish. It's on a ball joint. It's a little tight. It can look up. It can look down. It's got the side-to-side thing. He's got these big shoulder pads here. So you have to kind of lift these out of the way to get the arms to move. They can do a complete 360 as well. There is a ratchet when you lift up and down, but no ratchet when you go front to back. There's also a bicep bend or a bicep twist, deep bicep bend, and wrist rotation. Really, really tight wrist rotation. Now it also has finger articulation, as you can see right there. Now the first finger is articulated separately from the other 3, and then the thumb is articulated as well. Get down to the waist. There is waist rotation on a very nice tight ratchet. Legs can go forward, they can go back on a soft ratchet. There is a rotation at the knee and another deep knee bend with ratchets. Love the ratchets. And he's got some really tight joints. So go ahead and get those shoulder pylons down and go to the back of the figure where he's got those giant turbines that just look fantastic, and they spin. And a nice feature, just like in the show, these will open up and rotate. So, you know, he's got his whole flying gimmick going on. The original toy it had the turbines, but it wouldn't rotate. And then down here on the feet, you flip the feet up, and that's going to reveal his roller skates. And these roller skates are die-cast metal, and they have shocks, and they work. He actually can stand on these roller skates, and you can push him along. That is so 80s. Gotta watch out though, he's a little back heavy. So let's get these feet folded back down, and let's bring in some of his other accessories, and let's start off with the finger blasters here. And how these work is, if you remember in the show, he's got his T-Rex arms right here on top of his shoulders. And there was a couple episodes where these would actually fire laser blasts or weapons. So all you do is pop these off on little ball joints and then install the finger blasters. I'm not going to do all 4, but now you have the idea of you can use those as shoulder mounted weapons. So nice little add-on right there. And that now brings us to his tail weapon here. This is the smaller one. As I showed earlier, there's a big size difference between dinosaur mode tail and robot mode tail. And of course, the main function of this is a weapon, and I love how it attaches. If you look in here, you've got these little spring-loaded clips. They actually can lock in place. If you look right there, you can move that forward and back like so to kind of lock that little spring-loaded mechanism in place. But how that works to attach to Megatron is you want to rotate his fist and fold it up. So you're clearing up these little notches right here on either side of the hand. Then all you do is line up the tail weapon's little connectors to those notches. Sometimes it is easier said than done. You gotta get that hand folded just right. And there we go. Thanks to the magic of editing, I have Megatron all armed up and ready for battle. And once you have that on, it's on there really good. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to get it attached onto the little pegs right there. But I think that looks really good, and you know, he can move his arm around with the weapon attached without you having to worry about it falling off. The tail weapon does make the arm droop a little bit. That's why I wish there was ratchets in the arm as far as the forward and backward movement are concerned, opposed to up and down, because it kind of eliminates some posing unless you get it just right. Now, this is where the blast effect comes in as a blast effect. You just open up the claw section here, and you can see the hole right there. Move him out of the way a little bit so you can add the blast effect. And unfortunately, that adds a lot of weight, and he just does not hold that up at all. Unless I got to work earlier. Sorry about bumping the camera. No, it's just his arm's a little bit too droopy for those straight out action poses. So one minor complaint with the figure. Now, another adapter or accessory for the figure is his golden disc projector right here. He used in one episode where he spun the golden disc around. Let me see if I can catch it. I like a little fidget spinner right there. Spun that around. Has this little section here that pops up. So he was able to play Megatron's message. And you can attach this to the weapon. Just pop the claw off and then pop on the projector. So you've got that going on. And I believe that takes care of all of the accessories for Megatron here. And I did forget to show he does have an ab crunch as well. I always forget the ab crunch because you don't get many figures that have ab crunches anymore. So there you go, guys. There is Beast Wars Megatron in robot mode. Now let's get him transformed into dinosaur mode. Now, before I start going over transformation, I want to show you this figure's weapon storage. You have the giant dino tail right here, and if you look inside, you've got 4 ports and 2 pegs, and this is so you can store the extra faces. You just peg those in there at the top. There's one and the other, so we got both faces installed, and now you can take the little finger blasters and just peg those in to the holes. So there you have storage for the faces and finger blasters. And also another really cool feature with the tail, you got the hinge right here, which is going to clip on to Megatron in dinosaur mode. You take your multi-function blast effect, and with the hinge right here, there's metal connectors. Hit that, that's a magnet, and that'll pull those connectors out. So once you attach the tail to Megatron, this is what you're going to do to release the tail from the body. I think that is just so neat. Now, the first thing you want to do before you start transforming Megatron is remove the tail weapon, and then go behind the figure. And what's cool about his transformation, it's almost exactly like the original toy. So just fold these turbines back, and then you're going to unsnap the back section right here. It pegs in really tight. There you go. So you unpeg that tab from that little clip right there, and then you're going to bring the T-Rex head up, which is hidden inside his back, and there's this little panel right in there that you want to make sure and punch that through. So make sure that's hanging through his neck right there. Just bring the T-Rex head up over Megatron's head, extending this little plastic piece right here so Megatron's robot head is completely covered up. Then you're going to take that little panel, flip that up, and that'll cover up the back of Megatron's head. Now, behind the figure, you're going to take these panels here, fold these down, and just rotate them out of the way for now. You're going to take his arms and bring them in, and you're going to collapse the fists down just like you would do if you were attaching his tail weapon. So go ahead and get in one arm there, rotate the other around, and make sure they're in there nice and tight. And then you're going to take these panels here, and actually there's little panel sections here. Make sure to flip these out, unflip. I think I just come up with a new word. And now you're going to bring these panels together. They're going to tab together. You see a tab here, a little section right there, and there you go. So that's going to cover up Megatron's robot arms. Then you're going to bring these sections down, and there's a little tab right here that lines up with that slot there. So go ahead and get that tabbed in. And now once you have the chest all tabbed in, go ahead and flip the figure around and rotate at the waist. Then you're going to take the section here with the turbines. It's on a separate rotation. Rotate that around, and then you have the holster right here. You're going to rotate that around as well. Everything's on this little separate rotation joint. Get those lined up just right. So you want the holster between his legs and the turbines here up top. You're going to bring the turbine up, fold that in. One of the things you want to do, I forgot to show off, is there's a tab right there behind Megatron's head. Make sure these sections here go around that, and then just peg that together. Line those holes up with the pegs. It's kind of a tight fit, but once you get that on, it's not going anywhere. So now bring this section here up, and you're going to bring these turbines down and they're going to peg in right here. Now once you have the turbines pegged in, go ahead and give the knees a bend and kind of rotate the legs forward slightly, like so. And now we're going to attach the tail section to the back, and you need the giant dinosaur tail that I already have the accessories attached to. Flip the little hinge section out, which is going to clip on right there where the holster was, and this will snap on a lot easier than the tail weapon. So once that locks in place, you're just going to tab the tail into the main body. It's got 3 connecting ports. Get that tabbed in, bring the T-Rex forearms down, and there you have Megatron in beast mode, and this thing is gorgeous. Look at the vacuum metal on this. That is awesome. I've never said this before for a Transformer, but this guy is so pretty. I mean, he looks so good. I love it, with the purples, the golds, down here the silver with the tail, the turbines. He looks awesome. And of course his finger pops off because I probably didn't have it attached good enough when I put the finger blaster on, but that leads into articulation. The head can rotate around, it can look left and right, and it can open up its mouth and has a tongue inside that is on a hinge that can move up and down. And just check out the paint applications. The white teeth and the red tongue just really, really stand out. Now little T-Rex arms, they can move up and down, they can go out, they can go in. Then of course the little fingers are on ball joints, they can move around as well. Articulation for the legs are a little bit limited now because a lot of the hinges are behind the turbines, but there is a knee bend and there is the ankle tilt. And I don't think I went over in robot mode, but there is an ankle tilt. And of course lots of mobility in the tail, and the end can open up. Also the turbines, just like the original toy, you can open up the turbines on both sides, rotate them forwards, bring the feet up, bringing out the roller skates once again, and there is his flight mode. That, once again, he's a little top heavy this time. He can move very freely, catching on my backdrop here, but that is awesome. I love this. Plus you can get the little spinners right here, so you can really make him fly. Oh, and check this out. Check out all the great molded detail right there inside the hips. So man, I couldn't be happier with this dinosaur mode. I think this just looks absolutely stunning, and he's huge. Let me bring in, just for a little bit of a quick size comparison here, the original Beast Wars Megatron, so you can get a real good idea of how big this Transmetal version is. I mean, he is gargantuan. I love it. And he also has another really cool feature in Dino mode here. If I can get him turned around, grab your multi-function blast effect here, touch the top of his head, and the dinosaur's eyes light up just like robot mode. How cool is that? So there you go. There is the Transmetal Beast Wars Megatron, TransArt's BWM-06 Metal T-Rex in dinosaur mode. I love this thing. And now for some quick size comparisons. Here is the TransArt BWM-06 Metal T-Rex with the original Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron, Infinite Transformations Emperor of Destruction MP36 Megatron, the Toys Mage version of Masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron, and Kingdom Megatron. The TransArt BWM-06 Metal T-Rex, aka Masterpiece Transmetal Megatron, is an awesome figure. I wasn't sure what I was getting when I pre-ordered this guy, but when he arrived and I opened that box, I was in absolute shock. This figure is gorgeous. He looks great in robot mode, absolutely stunning in dinosaur mode. He's got tons of posability, tons of accessories, electronics, die-cast parts. I mean, what more could you ask for? This figure is glorious. So there you go, guys, the TransArt Transmetal Megatron. So, does a TransArt BWM-06 Metal T-Rex, aka Transmetal Megatron, belong in your collection? What do you think? Absolutely. I love this figure. I could not be happier with this guy. He is just a beautiful addition to my collection. Robot mode looks phenomenal. Beast mode is just amazing. I love the collars, the vacuum metal. This guy just pops. The only complaint I have with this figure is the right arm. It's a little loose as far as holding the tail weapon, but you know, there's nothing I can't live with because I'll kind of pose mine with the weapon to the side. But that's it. This guy is pure perfection. And I didn't really mention in the video, but the plastic feels really good. I don't feel like I'm going to break this guy at all. So yeah, if you are a Megatron fan, if you are a Beast Wars fan, I highly, highly recommend this figure. Big shout out to showzstore.com where I got this guy from. I'm going to put a link in the description of the video so you can get one for yourself. I think he's all sold out, but he's pre-ordered again for October. So yeah, I just couldn't be happier with this guy. I also want to give another shout out to Into the AM for sponsoring this video. Love their t-shirts. These t-shirts are awesome. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I have a super thanks button, thanks to YouTube, and I also offer channel memberships. And I want to give a huge shout out to my current channel members because it's support like yours that helps keep this channel going. Once again, guys, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hoorah!